Hello and welcome to the Philippines. Unitop discount department stores, or just Unitop as they're called. Probably the closest thing to a Walmart you will find in many parts of the Philippines. And they started in the year 2000, I believe. One store in Cebu City, and they've expanded. They have, I believe, about 40 stores in the Philippines at the present time. They have at least two or three of them in the Cebu City area, one in Mandaue City, and this is one of the larger ones, I believe, downtown near Cologne Street in Cebu City. And I went down there to help furnish my new condominium. I need lights, LED lights, strip lights to put underneath my counter in the kitchen, to put in the bedroom, and to put in the bathroom. And prices are generally much lower than you'll get in your big malls. The one problem I had, and I've had the same problem in the big malls, expensive malls as well, is they're out of stock too often. And they were out of stock of the different LED strip lights. They had the bulbs, but not the full set, the plug and the cord, just the bulbs themselves. I also bought a couple of containers for the kitchen, food containers, and a very cheap price, something, I think it was 90 pesos, just under $2 for a food container, plastic food container, Tupperware type thing. And the problem was the lid doesn't fit properly, so it cost me 90. And now let's take a look at their website before I show you around some other areas of the store. The store in Cebu City, I believe, is probably the original store. Not absolutely positive, but they started in the year 2000, not so long ago really, in Cebu City. And they have about 40 locations across the Philippines presently, I believe. Many different departments, many different options for ordering. You can order online, you can go to the store, you can call a number to contact them and order. Lots of different departments. They've got their own private labeled smartphone now, apparently. Groceries in some locations. Lots of specials going on here. Appliances, bestsellers, supermarket, cleaning supplies, health and beauty, fashion. Got to get your fashion. I actually did buy a pair of shorts. I think 499 pesos pair of shorts that fit me and seemed to be well built. So we'll see how that turns out. But it was a good price. I've paid as much as close to 3,000 for a heavy duty pair of shorts here. And big karaoke department. So rush on down there before they're all sold out. Get your karaoke machine now. School and office supplies, kitchenware, dinnerware, household, anything and everything almost. I bought a drill, quarter-inch electric drill down there. The one thing they didn't have very much of was drill bits. They had a bunch of very small concrete bits, but I was going to drill into wood. I ended up going to a very large hardware store, and even there I did not find the exact size I wanted, but I found something close enough. Instead of 12 millimeter, I got half inch, and that did the job. And they also have a store on Lazada, I believe, and on Shopee websites, two big online shopping sites. This was on a Saturday we were down there, and they were pretty busy. And I actually came back during the week, and they were still pretty busy. But lots of stuff. I could spend a lot of time in there going through the different aisles. A lot of that stuff is so cheap that you start picking things up, throwing them in your basket, and you're thinking, well, if it's not that good, it's not that big of a loss. Didn't cost me that much in the first place. So those are options. They did have quite a few name brand items. For instance, electrical extension cords, which seems you need them any place you go here, because there's a few outlets, and oftentimes the outlets are not placed in the most convenient place. So get your and some of these newer places, like my new place, has grounded outlets. My last place, Bamboo Bay, had grounded outlets. So you best to get a grounded extension cord. There's that Tupperware thing I bought, and the cover. I should have checked. I should have checked before I bought it, but I didn't. The cover doesn't fit properly. You snap it closed on one side, and it pops up on the other side. I don't know if there's a way to fix that or not. Stick it in the oven and shrink it down, melt it down a little bit. Probably not. Karaoke machines, aisles and aisles and aisles of that. The big speakers. You need a microphone. You need a big speaker. You need the system. I am high enough up now, and I hear enough noise, dogs, and not so much roosters here, but karaoke from a couple different locations. There's a pension house with a bar up on the roof deck, I believe. We get some noise from there. I'm tempted to get one of those big speakers and start pumping out some maybe some classical music out to the neighborhood and entertain them with some symphonies and all that good classical music, along with some jazz and blues and good old country music and 50s and 60s and 70s. Start blurring that out and just entertain the heck out of everybody in the barangay. But they've got everything. They've got all the clothes from your head to your toe. I didn't see that many hats though, but I suspect they have them. But they've got shorts and dresses and jeans and wallets and belts and shoes and sandals, rows and rows and rows of that. In fact, that's the one I bought right there, that pair of shorts. 34. That's the Philippine size, I was told. I refuse to buy anything bigger than a 32, which I wear in the U.S. Somebody finally explained to me that 34 is the same as 32 here, basically, in Asian or Filipino sizes. So now I don't feel quite so bad buying 34 waist. Another thing you're going to have to get used to is products not marked with the proper prices and walking up escalators that do not work. Now that, one of those sitting on my balcony filled with water, that would, my own little private jacuzzi there, that would be kind of nice. But it's quite common, far too common, for escalators not to be working. So you're walking up or you're walking down, and don't know what the issues are, but you'll get it. You'll get it often. And sandals and sandals and sandals. And I stood in line at the cashier. I think about 30 minutes. I had a couple of drill bits. I bought a couple of drill bits just because everything is concrete here, so I bought a couple small concrete bits with the drill I bought. And they tried and tried and tried to get a price check on it, or a code for it, product code or something, so they could process it in their computer so that they could check me out. And there was some anger and discussion between some management people, I think, and the clerks about why isn't this stuff properly marked. They have a small furniture and bedding department here. This is where we bought our a little table to put on our balcony and a couple of chairs. I think the table was about 1,400 pesos, and the chairs were each just under 500 pesos. Chair for about $10. Several of these kitchen table type setups were priced right around 5,000 pesos, or about 100 US dollars. And they've got makeup, they've got purses, they've got some luggage. And what they don't have in the stores, you may find online, shopping their online stores. Their hardware department, they had a lot of the basic stuff, the basic tools, hammers, screwdrivers, saws, a lot of the basic things that you would need. But if you need a lot of other things, they did have a lot of fixtures, for instance, bathroom fixtures, shower heads, uh, tubing, plastic plumbing parts, metal plumbing parts, electrical supplies, lighting, different types of lighting options, a lot of plastic containers and jugs and kitchenware. I spent a total of about 5,500, a little over 100 US dollars, 5,500 pesos there, and end up getting some adhesives, some double sticky tape, different connectors, a little bit of hardware, a few tools that I thought I might need, um, some towels, and you know, when you're there, you just start picking things up that you know that you probably need. I got an extra pail, and we've had use for that. I am told there's another discount store called Novo, something like that. NOVEAU or something like that. I have not been to that store. I'm told it's not very far away from where the store is on down near Cologne Street. And this is back down to the bottom floor. Lots of cell phones down here, fans, and just a wide assortment of things. This is on the way out. I paid for my goods up on top, up on the third floor, and I think the line was a little bit shorter up there. You can get lots of little basic, you can get smartphones, more expensive smartphones. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Safe travels to you all wherever you're at, and I'll see you next time.